Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to my views on the new Mortal Kombat. I'll be providing you guys with a little bit of quality online, and hopefully this game will just be background stuff. I'm not here for the gameplay, I'm more here for the commentary. But if you want to see me play the game, then you can check out my channel, because you know, shameless advertising on my channel and whatnot. But hey guys, thank you very much for tuning in to hear my opinions on the game. Now, I'm sure most of you guys are MK fans, and trust me guys, I love Mortal Kombat. Like, it's my favorite franchise since I was a little kid. Yeah, I know, a little kid playing Mortal Kombat, what a pro. But seriously guys, I loved MK. And when MK9 came out, I pretty much peed my pants when I saw the trailer. And dude, that game was fantastic. In so many ways. But there's a few things in this game that I really hope do not transition over. And it's not just in MK9, it's also in Injustice. If you guys have not played Injustice, it might be a bit hard to follow. But hopefully you guys can just kind of follow along with me anyway. The first thing I want to see incorporated in the new Mortal Kombat, more than anything else, is the inclusion of tag combat. Because that was my very favorite aspect of MK9. Not for the sheer fact of the wildcard factor, where if one teammate went down, the other one could run in and save the match. Not just that. Not the chain combos, not the whole crazy tag teams that could end up being the best tag teams. No, none of that. My favorite aspect was the 4-player mode. And I would love to see that incorporated in the new MK. I would love to have 4 friends. I mean, me and 3 friends, so us 4. Or to just play with a friend against 2 other friends online. Just something awesome like that. And I know, from what I've seen, most of the gameplay is one-on-one. And to be fair, that's what MK excels at, is one-on-one combat. But the inclusion of tag team would really, really make me happy. So that's just the very first thing. The second thing that I want to see improved in the new MK is the online. And to be fair, NetherRealms is working quite hard on the online. And they just made an update on MK9 that the servers should be better. They reset everyone's records, the servers should be more smooth, gameplay quicker, online matchmaking easier, people just back in the game, and I love it. I love what they did. But the thing is, it's not about the lag and the disconnects and all that. That, you know, it happens, right? No server's perfect. It's bound to happen in the new one, and it happened on this one quite a bit. The thing I really want to see and crack down on is rage quitting. And that's a sensitive topic with a lot of people, because a lot of people feel like they've been robbed of a victory if some guy just starts spamming you, or laming you, or doing any of the dirty tactics to win, and they beat you, and you quit the game. I've done it. I'm sure you guys have done it at least once. You don't have to say that you've done it. But I've done it, you know, before. Especially when I was really competitive in the game. I lost to Kung Lao or Liu Kang with someone. Dude, I was plug pulling so quickly. And as I matured more as a gamer and as a person, I kind of stopped doing that. Especially when I got my own channel. I don't think I've ever quit on the channel. And not just on the channel, but off the channel. I've really cracked down on that myself. Because when you rage quit, you are basically conceding to the opponent that you are so terrible, you cannot best them. And it's better to just flat out say, I give up, than to try to even compete against them. And that's far worse than losing. Because you're just admitting that you're so bad, you cannot possibly stand up to them on even footing. And you just need to back out. Dudes, if you guys feel that way about the game, I'm sorry, but you're looking at the game the wrong way. The game's a game. It's not your pride on the line. If you lose, then you lose, and you better yourself from it. That's how I got a 4-1 ratio on Injustice. That's why I got a good ratio on this game. But I would really love to see people that hit pause, run down to the quit button in the middle of the match. I would love to see them just get smashed with penalties. Now, granted, that's probably not going to happen, because it doesn't happen in a lot of fighting games. Holy crap, I have not found a single opponent for the past, like, 4 minutes. But anyway, that hasn't happened a whole lot in fighting games in general. And I don't think it happened in Marvel vs. Capcom. It didn't happen in Injustice. It did not happen in Mortal Kombat. And I don't know about Street Fighter. I never really played Street Fighter. But to have rage quitters be cracked down on super hard would make me ecstatic. One more thing I would like to address on the game. I'm just going to start doing single player stuff in the background so you guys can watch something. I'm so sorry I couldn't find a match. I would love to see another thing is character balance. And to be fair, I have no idea what MKX holds, character-wise. I know each character has 3 types. Like, Sub-Zero has, like, this crazy Grandmaster style, and, like, Ice Chiromancer, something crazy like that. Then he has, like, the Ice Defense, whatever. It's really cool. So hopefully that would, basically make every character balance. But the things that I hated in MK9 was especially people like Noob Saibot, Cabal, Kung Lao, anyone with easy zoning that could just stay across the map and just throw stuff. Just throw stuff. Noob Saibot Sindel, perfect example. Throw stuff at you until you died. Because if I pick someone like Sub-Zero, who is zoning bait, I mean, granted, I can throw ice, but it turns to no chip damage projectile versus chip damage projectile. And you'll lose to chip damage every time unless you can get in close. I hated that. I could not tell you how many times I've lost to that. And Kano, my lord, man. Kano was ridiculous. Like, the up ball, no recovery up ball, the dagger throw, all of that crazy stuff was just ridiculous. I'm actually just going to play them right now. Just for whatever. Whatever this is, I forget. Example. I forgot the word. But yeah, guys, I hated online for a long time with the Noob Saibot Kano clan just wrecking everyone in their path with their projectile and cheesiness. I could not stand it. Now, hopefully that's not a big issue in the new game. But that's something that needs to be addressed. And I'm sorry if you guys are zoners and you're mad at me for pointing this out. But when you have no combos or no way of beating the guy other than throwing stuff at him, then you're not really playing the game, you're abusing the game. That's very different. Now, I get the whole, I'm gonna win no matter what mentality, and that's fine. But, like, you guys have to understand that there's other stuff, there's other aspects in the game that make it enjoyable, not just winning. It's about, like, competition, not who can spam the most. Like, I'm doing it right now against an expert, an expert opponent on computer. And it's, you know, it's ridiculous that you can still win like this. But anyway, that's not the biggest thing. The biggest thing I'm concerned about is the use of interactables in the new MKX. And like I said, none of this stuff is set, you know, certainly. The game's still like pre-alpha phase or something like that, so a lot of stuff can be addressed before the game's released. And they're going to be focusing on balance and stuff like that. But my biggest gripe with Injustice was the interactable spam. And the fact that people worse than you could beat you with the use of interactables. And to be fair, I've beaten people that are way better than me with interactables at the right time. And it adds like a wildcard factor, so I guess it's okay. But the fact that it can be abused to the point of undeserved wins, it has always gotten under my skin. And I'm sorry, like, if you guys are being offended. I'm not trying to offend anyone. This is my personal views of the game. And hopefully what's incorporated and what's not incorporated. Just a few more things. Don't worry, guys. I'll let you go early. Another big thing on this game, aside from, you know, some character balance issues, were characters that just weren't interesting in general. Like, I don't know. It's going to be a really biased topic because I like certain characters that don't like certain other ones. But, like, Kung Lao, in this game, he had no fan base. Like, pretty much no fan base because he's like an arrogant punk. But in this game, so many people played him because he was a great character. I'm not going to deny that. I used to play Kung Lao even though I hated him, but he was an amazing character. His hat spin and whatnot, low hat, all that good stuff. But man, guys, like, he was such a boring character in general. Like, no one liked him, but he had such a good, you know, player base because he was such a good character. And another character that's like that, unfortunately, but he's my favorite character, is Ermac. Because Ermac, man, like, not a lot of people cared about him until MK9. He had, like, the easy links and the crazy long hitboxes and all that. And people just started playing him like he was their favorite character. And that's, you know, that's not cool. If you don't like the character, why are you even playing him? Just to win? And that goes back to the whole, I gotta win all the time mentality when you take away from the actual enjoyment of the game to just say that you won. And that's really not what the game's about. And I know there's a lot of people disagreeing with me right now, and that's fine. You guys don't have to, like, agree with everything I say. This is just, like I said, my own personal views of the game. But I would love to see those issues fixed. But more importantly, there's some characters I would love to see introduced. And I know some guy's gonna see this video like a year from now, when MKX is released, and be like, wow, that guy's a retard. The character's in the game, he doesn't even know that. Well, I'm just warning you again, this is like a year before anything is released. I would love to see Fujin again. You know, if you guys weren't playing MK4, I don't blame you, because that game's pretty much crap. But Fujin and MK4 and Armageddon, he was one of the coolest characters, God of Wind, and he had all his crazy attacks. He had the crossbow and like the claymore, and he had like all like the wind funnels and stuff. He was so cool. He was even equal to Raiden, but the game was just like, you know, they just didn't feel like including him anymore. I don't know why. He was a cool character. Like another character I'd like to see is like Jarek and Tanya. Well, look how quickly I'm just crushing this guy with projectiles. Jarek and Tanya from MK4. Obviously Shinnok and whatnot, but those characters just need to make a reappearance, and they need to take out certain characters, man. Like, I don't know. I can't say who to take out because, like I said, I have my own favorites, and you guys have your favorites, so I can't really say, like, this character needs to be taken out because he's useless. But, like, Jax, man, in this game, he was, like, zoning bait. Like, he had nothing to get in, really. He had, like, a meter burn punch, I think, and that was about it. But he had pretty much really nothing to, like, get in there. Wow. See, I'm just winning by projectiles. The computer just doesn't really know what to do. And that just needs to be fixed. I cannot get over how bad that is. But, so yeah, some characters just don't belong here anymore. And I know it's sad because they're classics, but, like, come on. You guys have to agree with that. Like, Cyber Sub-Zero, he was a new character, but he just wasn't interesting. He just wasn't interesting, like, at all. I mean, I'm sure he was some people's favorite characters, and again, it comes to the whole preference of the character. But I didn't like him. Like, what was his point? He got killed really quick after he was introduced. I'm just laming these guys out hardcore. But like, I can't even think of what I was gonna say. I lost my train of thought. Give me 1 second here, folks. Just stay with me. I would love to see some characters introduced, some characters taken out. But I would also, I know they're kind of teasing at it. I don't know if it's for certain. But I don't want any more guest characters. I just don't want any more guest characters because we have enough. MK had like Freddy Krueger and Kratos, and Injustice got Scorpion. We're done with guest characters. Just find, unless it's a really cool character that actually fits into the game, please don't. Just don't. I mean, unless it's like again like a really cool character, I don't mind. But yeah, guys. I mean, like I said, none of this stuff can be taken too seriously because none of it's set in stone yet. The game's still pre-alpha, but I'm going to say right now, I think MKX has potential to be the best game of the series. I mean, obviously, there's hype for the new gen consoles and whatnot, but also for the sheer, like, dark tone and the whole new characters, like, with the Shao Kahn's descendant, I forget his name. But he looks pretty cool. He's like an Aztec dude. And then I would love to see Casey Cage. I'm sad to take out Johnny Cage, by the way. Johnny Cage is another one of my favorites. Then again, some of you guys may have hated Johnny Cage and wanted him gone. So, like I said, I can't really say who needs to be included or discluded. But I would love to see Fujin added, Tanya added, Jarek added, and Shinnok added. I mean, everyone else I'm kind of about. Like Ermac, I'm kind of about Ermac. Even though he's my favorite character, just the way they portrayed him in this game, I'm just kind of like, Like, I don't really care much for if he gets booted or not. And, but, like, yeah, guys, it's not set in stone or anything. It's just, all these things are just stuff I prefer in fighting games. But just as a quick recap, I don't want to see, like, extreme zoning again without easy ways to get past, because I know zoning is a crucial part of the game. It adds, like, a layer of depth. Like, you don't, when the game's close, of course you don't want to run in and lose. You want to actually have a chance to win from far away. That's fine, but when you're doing what I'm doing and just zoning out the guy completely because you can, like, that's not fun. And I would love to see Tag included once again. Love to see Fujin. I cannot get over how cool Fujin would be in this new game. Then, you know, just other stuff, guys. Like, if you guys don't agree with me, that's totally fine. This is just my opinion. None of it is worthy. You know, it's not worth more than your opinion. We all have the same value of opinion. If you guys can dislike the video, you can like the video. It's just, out there for my subscribers, and hopefully for new people interested in MK in a different point of view. But I really hope you guys enjoy MKX, and I thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, even if you don't agree with me. Hopefully you guys would try out MKX, and I'll be, hopefully when it comes out, having gameplay online on my channel. So if you guys are interested, check out Injustice and MK9 on my channel. I'll also be doing other types of games, but fighting games are definitely my forte, even though I suck at Street Fighter. Like, really suck at it. But thanks guys for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you in the future. Peace out, guys.